as well. Welcome. This is the first of our series of the information series for Foothills 2020 Cropathon, Walk to End Hunger. That's going to be October 16th through the 1st. Last week we did the kickoff and it was really great. We had a small turnout, which was great, and then we had several people watch the video later on, and I got some responses about that. So we certainly appreciate when people can log in at a later time and view that and ask questions. So we are kicking off for October 16th, World Food Day, through November 1st. And it's not just a virtual walk, it's reaching globally while walking individually. So it's to emphasize that we may not be able to have a community walk, but we strongly encourage people to do what they can individually or in small groups as they feel comfortable. And towards the end, you also see, well, there might be some other options, not just walking, but we certainly appreciate everyone's participation, prayers, financial support, physical support, and certainly those prayers are helpful and appreciated. So let us begin with a word of prayer.
Well, thank you very much again for coming today, this evening, and let us pray. Dear God, thank you for bringing us together again this evening. Please bless our time together. Please bless those who couldn't be here watching this later. Please let your light shine through us, all that we can do. It is a vast amount of what we can do based on what we can't do. Please help us to find that balance. Please bless all that we do and all that we accomplish tonight. Thank you very much. Amen.
Very good. All right. So I'm Michelle Rudolph, co-coordinator for the Crop Hunger Walk. We have Megan Rudolph, another co-coordinator and data manager, and then a few others, small team. Sure. Local organizations that benefit from funds raised include the Action Center, which is formerly Jeffco Action Center, Community Table, formerly Arvada Food Bank, Love Inc. of Littleton, and Sharing with Sheridan. I'd like to introduce Catherine Roy from Love Inc. of Littleton for our Wednesday Spotlight. Let me get her up. There we go.
Thanks everyone for being here. So let's see, you can hear me, right? Hope so.
Yes.
Love in the Name of Christ is in Littleton, but we serve all of Littleton and Highlands Ranch and basically the southern part of our metro area. And basically we are a part of a national movement. There are about 120 across the country, and there are even 7 in Nairobi right now. And basically, it's about churches working together to serve the community. And we've been receiving funds from this crop walk, I think, since 2014. We're really, really grateful for that. And what it does, I mean, one of our mantras is to offer relational ministry, relational compassion, not simply charity compassion. People need charity compassion. They need, things like food and shelter and all that. But very often that's where it stops. And we really work to walk alongside people because, as you see kind of in the diagram above, the churches, which is really just a way of showing how we end up being the focal point and send people, offer services for people coming from the church that may be, asking a church for help, but also sending people back to the churches for service. There are really 3 kinds of poverty, as Ruby Payne reports. And that's situational, like if somebody's lost a job right now, or the breadwinner died of COVID, any of that, there's a lot of situational poverty. There's what we all know as chronic and generational poverty. And then there's just somebody who's kind of used up all the good relationships in their life, and they don't have even anybody to really rely on. So we try to understand the people we serve. We try to understand that in a way that we can walk alongside and really change the situation they're in with them. So that's us in a nutshell. If you could move to the next slide, Michelle. We have 3 main parts of ministry. And actually, this is the video, and this will show you really well in about 2 minutes the gamut of the work that we do and how we do work kind of with coming alongside the person. Go ahead.
Oops.
Love in the Name of Christ, Love Inc., is a Christian nonprofit organization that mobilizes and connects partner churches to meet needs in our community through life-changing compassion. Love Inc. here in Littleton has been connecting churches and living out Christ's love since 2008. Many church partners from a variety of denominations meet a broad range of needs and transform lives of our neighbors in our shared community. Love in the Name of Christ is intentionally relational. We believe that the person is more important than the need. We practice redemptive compassion, believing true transformation comes only from Christ. We strive to be the eyes and ears in our community so that the churches can be the hands and feet. Those in need can call our helpline and get help navigating the support resources available in our churches and community. Caring volunteers help to provide diapers, essential rides, senior fellowship and support, and relational compassion. Our community resale store, Renewed Treasures, creates a space to shop to support our ministries and extends free vouchers for clothing, housewares, and furniture needs. Love Inc. churches also come together weekly to provide the Impact program. Impact is a proven program with dinner, childcare, life skill classes, coaching, prayer, and incentive support. It's free, and Impact provides a community to come alongside individuals who want to improve their lives. Love Inc. is the church, working together, living out our faith, connecting churches, and living love. Love and support is a phone call away.
Thanks, Michelle. Kind of makes my heart go pitter-pat when I see us together at that Impact campus, which hasn't happened since March. This is kind of a recap of the areas that you saw there. The Connection Center is the helpline. Basically, anybody can call in and begin the process of being connected to different services, either that we would have or that we know the community has. It's similar, but a step up from United Ways 211. If you've ever called there, they have a really great database of everybody that's helping out in the community, different nonprofits. What our next step is, beyond giving some resources, is we really do develop a relationship with that person, and we'll call back. We'll make sure things have worked, see what other needs there might be. You also saw the Renewed Treasures store, and I encourage you to shop there. It's on South Broadway, 6512. And then Impact, right now, that is our transformational program. So it's all about classes. It's all about coaching. It's all about really walking alongside somebody from anywhere between 4 months and really 2 years. We've had some people in the program that long. We are doing that virtually now. It's Zoom based, and hopefully will be started again in person because it's a very special evening next year. And so the last slide is just to say thank you. This happens to be my own church group from last year's Crop Hunger Walk. And I just want to say we so value and need the funds that come in as the portion of the 25% that is designated for local hunger relief and supporting people in need. Those funds for us end up being a lifesaver when that check comes from Church World Service. So I just want to extend thank you to all you who will be walking on behalf of Love Inc. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. Always a little bit of stuff going back and forth. As we prepare for the Crop Hunger Walk on October 16th, the start of it, individuals and teams are encouraged to create and personalize their fundraising pages. Church World Service and Crop Hunger Walk have created a short video on how to do that. So I'm going to show that so you can kind of, so if you haven't created a page and you want to, here's some tips on how to do that.
Today, I'll show you how to customize your Crop Hunger Walk website to make it more successful in raising funds. So first, once you're at the crophungerwalk.org webpage, you will want to go to the top right blue bar that says Log In. You'll type in your login information to get to your personal fundraising page. When you log in, you will see the Crop Hunger Walk you're registered for. And then you can click on that Crop Hunger Walk. The default page that you are sent to is your dashboard page. To personalize your page, you want to go to the My Page tab that's here along this tab bar. You'll know you're in the right spot because there's an orange bar that will be under the words My Page. From here, you can update your cover photo. You can update the text that's in your fundraising page that tells people why you're walking. You can update your goal, create a short URL, and also change or add videos to your personal fundraising page. To change your profile photo, you will need to go to a different section, which I can show you at the end of this video. Changing your cover photo and your personal profile photo are great ways to make the page feel and look more like you. To change the cover photo, you simply hover over this large photo, and you'll have two options. One is to select a campaign image. There are a few pre-populated images to your page, so if you select that, you can choose the image that you like best to represent your page. However, if you would like to add your own personal photo from perhaps a walk that you've participated in the past, or a video photo that's maybe a profile picture of your town where you walk, you can upload a photo by clicking the upload image, and then it takes you to your files where you can find the photo and select it to add to your page. The page also comes pre-populated with this general stock content, but you can update this content to tell others why you think the Crop Hunger Walk is important. To the right of your page is a box that says Edit My, where you have welcome message, URL, and goal. Select the welcome message, and it opens up a box that lets you edit this page information. From here, you can change the title page or the welcome message to say something about why the walk is important to you. And then when you're done with that message, you can click Save. If you aren't sure what you might like to say, or if you know you want to reach a large goal, but you want to put more context to it, I encourage you to check out the fundraising tips. Across this toolbar here again, where you have Dashboard My Page, at the end is a tab for fundraising tips. If you click that tab, you'll find 3 links to some other options. If you click the Your Gifts at Work tab, and open that, it takes you to a resource that will give you what we call are some price points. So you could say, you know, I know I really want to raise $1,000. You could use this $950 to provide that goal into context to say, I want to raise enough to provide seedlings for 2 community nurseries.
Mm.
If you're also looking for other ways you might want to personalize your page with some text, you could look at our sample media or social media sample posts. These posts give you short ways that you can also use on social media to promote your walk, but it might give you an idea of something you want to say in your own fundraising page. So perhaps here, related to that $950 goal, you can copy some text in, go back to my page, click the welcome edit message, and you could add the text that you liked from the other one. You'll need to clean it up a little bit, but that just gives you a sense of places where you can get ideas. But again, the more you make it personalized to your own voice, the more impactful your page is to those that are coming to donate to you and support your walk. To change or to set up your short URL to your fundraising page, again, go to the Edit My Box and click the URL, the icon that looks like a chain. Having a short URL set up with your personal information, like your name, so you could type in Erin Lukenbill, if that's your, you know, as your name, and then set up Create My URL Now. And this will update so you can see your new page that has at the end the craphungerwalk.org, the name of your walk, which will be your the city and state, and then it will have your name that you set up. Using this, setting up your short URL helps people get directly to your site. You can then use that short URL to put it into an email where you're asking people for their support and sponsorship. You could use it if you're printing a flyer to ask for support, or perhaps if you're on social media asking friends and family for donations in Instagram or Facebook or on Twitter. You can use that short URL, which will direct people directly to your page to make a donation. You can also edit your goal in the same Edit My Box, where you can say your goal was to raise $1,000. You can update that there, click Save, and now your goal on your page has also been updated. So that you can see here you've raised of your goal $1,000. The final thing that you can update on this My Page personalized area is a video. The page comes pre-populated with a video already that you can keep. But if there is a video that perhaps you've created your own personal video about why the walk is important to you that you want to add, or perhaps your local Crab Hunger Walk has a video that you want to add, or if there's a video from Church World Service about a program that is meaningful to you, you can add that as well. Click this orange box with the plus sign on it, and it will open up an option to add media to your page. You simply need the link to a YouTube video or a Vimeo video to add that. So as long as you have that link, you can add it, save it, and you'll see then the video is added both to this right toolbar, and then if you click on it, it becomes the main video for that page. You can move your videos around, so if you want the order to be different, you click the box, keep holding the click with your mouse, and drag it up to the position you'd like to see it in. So these are all ways you can make your page special for you. If you do want to change your profile picture, you'll want to go to the top to the circle here that looks like your image, or if you haven't added an image, it will just have the initials of your name. If you click to your profile, click that circle, it opens up this box, click the profile box. From here, it's going to take you to the general information of your account. And if you hover over your picture, you'll have an option, if you click it, where again, you can upload a new photo or a photo to your profile picture that you would like to be there. Thank you for the steps you take and the funds that you raise for the Crab Hunger Walk.
There. Hello. Yes, so there's additional resources available online. The base website is the crophungerwalk.org, and then from there, there's lots of different directions that you can go. Resources is a big one, where you can find the social media posts and videos and things. There's the social media resources, how to involve your community, and one that many of us are used to, apparel. These are the 2 shirts that they are selling this year, and there is an order form available on the website, and they have here for this purple shirt, if you want, probably could do it for either shirt, I'm sure, that you could put sponsor logos on the back. So if you get personal sponsors, you could always do that. For that. There's also options to download designs to print on your own. And here's some of them. Or you can design your own and get that printed as well, depending how you feel led this year. It's quite different. We have our personal page, like I said, crophungerwalk.org/foothillsco. And currently we have 12 teams registered, 16 individuals, and $10,865 collected. Some of that is offline donations, but that is fantastic. We would like to reach a higher goal for the overall outreach for local and global hunger relief, and we're definitely getting there. Some of the teams online that have registered so far: Boy Scout Troop 36, Green Mountain Presbyterian, St. Philip Lutheran, Faith Community Church, Faith Lutheran Church, St. James Presbyterian, King of Glory Walkers, Genesis Presbyterian, Heritage UMC, and Love Inc. And we can still, and don't have to be on a team in order to register. You can if we have some individuals, that's perfectly fine too, to register by yourself. You don't have to be on a team. Some of the donations may be collected physically rather than online. Towards the end, we have our mailing address if you want to send those in. Or if you are registered online, here's a video on how to count those towards yourself or your team.
I'd like to show you how you can enter your offline donations onto your online fundraising page. Offline donations are those that you collect from donors in the form of cash and checks. To enter the offline donations, you need to first be logged into your Crop Hunger Walk fundraising page. From there, you are at your headquarters, the My HQ. You're going to scroll down to where you see your image of yourself, the text, "I'm helping to end hunger," and your name. Directly below that is a toolbar with several options of things to do with your online fundraising page. I first want to point out that right now my goal, or my donations, are showing that I've raised $115 towards my $1,000 goal. I want to point that out because once we add the offline donations, you'll see that that increases. So to add an offline donation, you need to go to the your reports tab, which is the far right option, reports. You select that, it takes you to your fundraising report. This will list any of your online donations that you have received. And this is where you'll add your offline donations by simply going to the box, the blue box on the right that says Add Offline Donation. From there, a box pops up that lets you enter in the information from any of the offline donations you've collected. We're going to practice a couple of different types of donations so that you can see how to do both. You can enter multiple donations at the same time from this box without it closing out. So first we're going to enter a, you have a check that somebody gave you. So we're going to enter a check from Joe Nice. And you can add in the address for Joe Nice, you can add in the city, state, email, any other details. And then you want to go to the donation type. It's a pull down menu, so you select that down arrow and it gives you 3 options: check, cash pledge. This was a check donation, so you're going to select check. From there, you'll type in the amount, the date you received it, and the check number. And then you simply click the blue button on the bottom that says Submit Donation. You know it went through because you see the words thanks at the bottom. Now I want to enter in a cash donation. This I received from my nice neighbor.
Mhm.
You can add in address, email, and then you want to again select that down arrow and choose cash. You enter the dollar amount that you received in cash from your nice neighbor, select the date, and submit donation. Again, you see the thanks to know that that was entered. Those are all the offline donations I have. I'm going to close out of this box, and my page will automatically upload or update to show the new donations that I've added. Joe Nice and Nice Neighbor. To see that my goal, that it is showing up also in my goal tracking, I click back on the dashboard, the button on the left, and it takes me to the tab that is now showing I've raised $160 to my goal of 1,000. So the offline donations have updated the total that's showing up on my online fundraising report. Thank you for all of the steps that you're taking to help end hunger around the world.
Very good. Yeah, there was also the anonymous option if people wanted to stay anonymous. There was that next to the input of the name, so that's also an option. One creative fundraiser this year is a competition between St. James Presbyterian and St. Philip Lutheran. And donations will be accepted in buckets at each church office or online at the crophungerwalk.org Foothills Co. And up until November 1st for that. And the losing pastor will get a little pie face mask, courtesy of the winning pastor, with donations from their congregation. Each church does have a team set up, so even if you want the other pastor to win, I guess you could go in and contribute to the other church. It doesn't have to be your own church, I guess. Another option that's suggested through Church World Service, and there's actually one on Facebook that I saw, I believe from a Crop Hunger Walk in New York, is a bingo sheet that you could do in terms of selecting or identifying some different things, such as registering online, creating or joining a team, posting on Facebook, or raising a certain amount. There's some other fun options in terms of asking your boss or hosting a Zoom meeting or doing Facebook Live. Certainly some fun ways to personalize that. One of the virtual activities that we're going to do this year to help a little bit with the virtual involvement is a photo contest, Blast from the Past. If you have past photos, we ask that you submit them. I'll go through, and if there's too many, we haven't gotten that point yet, but if there's too many, I'll certainly whittle it down to a few, but any and all pictures would be lovely, and we'll do a Facebook likes on social media starting October 8th for a local gift card. And right now we have gift cards for Freddy's, 4G's, Oregano's, and a couple others, and I'm still in the process of collecting some. So those are some little incentives, and there'll be some other contests or involvements virtually during the course of the walk. You can contact us via email, mail, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. If you have physical donations that you or others would like to mail in, we have the post office box. You can always pause the video too and write that down if you need to when you're here. We thank you for joining us this evening, and we look forward to seeing you next week for another spotlight on another partner and some more updates.